The Five of Pentacles often appears as a stark and somewhat desolate card within the tarot deck. It speaks directly to experiences of hardship, lack, or feeling left out in the cold. The traditional imagery frequently depicts figures in a snowstorm passing by a brightly lit church window, symbolizing a sense of being outside warmth and comfort. This card does not shy away from portraying difficult times. It can point to financial worries, material insecurity, or a period where resources feel scarce and insufficient. It is a card that asks us to acknowledge these feelings of want or exclusion, to face them directly rather than pretend they do not exist. This card can also signify a state of feeling spiritually or emotionally impoverished. Beyond the material, it might suggest a time when one feels disconnected from sources of support, guidance, or inner nourishment. The figures in the card are often seen as downtrodden, perhaps experiencing ill health or a loss of faith. The church window, representing spiritual solace or community, seems inaccessible to them. This highlights a profound sense of isolation that can accompany periods of significant challenge. The coldness depicted is not just physical, it is an emotional and spiritual chill, a feeling of being forgotten or overlooked by fortune or by others. Furthermore, the Five of Pentacles can represent a mindset of poverty or scarcity, even if material circumstances are not objectively dire. It can reflect an internal state where one focuses excessively on what is lacking rather than appreciating what one has. This poverty consciousness can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, attracting more experiences of lack. The card invites introspection into our beliefs about abundance and security. Are we truly lacking, or are we perceiving ourselves as lacking? This distinction is crucial for understanding the card's deeper message, urging a shift in perspective if appropriate. Ultimately, the Five of Pentacles serves as a mirror to difficult realities, whether they are external circumstances or internal states of being. It does not necessarily predict doom, but rather highlights a present struggle or a significant fear of such a struggle. It calls for resilience, for seeking help if needed, and for remembering that even in the coldest moments, the light of possibility, like the church window, still exists. The card encourages us to look for that light, however faint it may seem, and to understand that periods of hardship are often temporary and can lead to profound growth and a deeper appreciation for what truly matters in life. When the Lover's card appears to clarify the Five of Pentacles, it introduces a powerful dimension of choice and connection into the narrative of hardship. The Lovers, at its core, speaks of significant decisions, relationships, and the alignment of values. Its presence alongside the Five of Pentacles suggests that the current state of lack or isolation is profoundly influenced by or connected to a crucial choice that has been made, needs to be made, or a significant relationship in one's life. Perhaps the hardship stems from a difficult decision whose consequences are now being felt, or maybe a pending choice holds the key to moving out of the cold. The Lover's card often depicts a union, a partnership, or a deep bond. If this clarifies the Five of Pentacles, it might indicate that the feeling of being left out or impoverished is related to a relationship. This could mean a breakdown in a partnership, leading to emotional or material insecurity, or perhaps a feeling of being unsupported by a loved one. Conversely, it could point towards a choice regarding a relationship that is causing inner conflict and contributing to a sense of lack. Are we choosing to stay in a situation that drains us, or are we afraid to make a choice that could lead to a more supportive connection, even if it means temporary discomfort? The element of choice highlighted by the Lovers is paramount here. It suggests that the situation depicted by the Five of Pentacles is not entirely fated or beyond one's control. There are decisions at play, paths to be chosen, that can either perpetuate the hardship or lead towards a resolution. This clarifier prompts a deep examination of our commitments and allegiances. Are our choices aligned with our deepest values and needs? Or are we making choices based on fear, obligation, or external pressures, thereby contributing to our own sense of being out in the cold, as shown in the Five of Pentacles? Therefore, the Lovers clarifying the Five of Pentacles asks us to look closely at the interplay between our relationships, our significant life choices, and our current experience of hardship. It implies that finding our way out of the desolation of the Five of Pentacles may involve making a heartfelt, value-aligned decision, possibly concerning a key relationship or a fundamental fork in our life path. It suggests that connection, or the lack thereof, and the power of our choices are central to understanding and navigating the challenges presented. The path forward might require embracing a difficult choice or re-evaluating the foundations of an important bond. When the Seven of Swords appears as a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles, it casts a shadow of stealth, deception, or avoidance over the situation of hardship. The Seven of Swords typically depicts a figure sneaking away with several swords, leaving others behind. This suggests that the lack or isolation experienced in the Five of Pentacles might be complicated by dishonesty, either from oneself or from others. It could mean that someone is trying to get away with something, acting in a way that is not entirely transparent, and this behavior is contributing to or exacerbating the sense of poverty or exclusion. This combination can point to a situation where resources are being subtly drained, or where one is being taken advantage of without full awareness. The hardship of the Five of Pentacles might not be a straightforward case of misfortune, but rather a result of someone's cunning or manipulative actions. Perhaps there's a hidden agenda at play, or vital information is being withheld, leading to material or emotional detriment. The Seven of Swords urges caution and a closer look at the people and circumstances surrounding the current difficulties. Are there individuals who are not being entirely truthful, or whose actions are self-serving at the expense of others? Alternatively, the Seven of Swords could reflect one's own behavior. Is the individual experiencing the Five of Pentacles trying to avoid a difficult truth or taking shortcuts that are ultimately unhelpful? Sometimes this card can indicate a desire to escape a challenging situation without fully confronting it, or perhaps even employing tactics that are less than honorable out of desperation. This internal deception or avoidance can perpetuate the feeling of being stuck in a state of lack. The card asks for an honest self-assessment regarding one's own strategies and integrity in facing the present hardship. Therefore, the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, strongly suggests that an element of trickery, hidden action, or mental evasion is at play. It implies that the path out of the cold depicted by the Five of Pentacles requires uncovering what is concealed, whether it is the deceit of others or one's own patterns of avoidance. Addressing the hardship effectively means bringing things into the open, confronting uncomfortable truths, and ensuring that all actions are transparent and honest. Ignoring these underlying currents of stealth will likely prolong the experience of lack and isolation. The presence of the Eight of Swords as a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles adds another layer of complexity, suggesting that the hardship experienced is significantly amplified or maintained by a state of mental entrapment. The Eight of Swords often shows a figure bound and blindfolded, surrounded by swords, yet the bindings sometimes appear loose, and the way out seems discoverable. This indicates that the limitations felt are often self-imposed, stemming from fear, limiting beliefs, or a perceived lack of options, rather than an inescapable external reality. This mental state directly feeds into the feelings of isolation and destitution of the Five of Pentacles. When these two cards appear together, the sense of being left out in the cold, as seen in the Five of Pentacles, is intensified by the internal prison of the Eight of Swords. The individual may feel completely powerless, believing there is no escape from their difficult circumstances. The swords surrounding the figure in the Eight of Swords represent restrictive thoughts, anxieties, and negative self-talk that prevent them from seeing potential solutions or avenues for help. This internal narrative of helplessness reinforces the external experience of lack. It's a cycle where feeling impoverished mentally leads to behaviors or inactions that perpetuate material or emotional poverty. The Eight of Swords points to the crucial role of perspective. The hardship of the Five of Pentacles might seem insurmountable precisely because one feels mentally trapped and unable to perceive alternatives. The bindings in the Eight of Swords are often interpreted as ones that could be wriggled out of, suggesting that the perceived inability to act is more a matter of mindset than actual insurmountable barriers. This combination urges a profound examination of one's own thought patterns. Are we telling ourselves stories of defeat before we even try to find a way out? Are we blinded by fear to the resources or support that might actually be available? Thus, the Eight of Swords, clarifying the Five of Pentacles, highlights that a significant part of the struggle is internal. The feelings of being stuck, isolated, and impoverished are deeply connected to a sense of mental restriction and perceived powerlessness. Overcoming the challenges of the Five of Pentacles in this context requires first addressing the mental bonds of the Eight of Swords. It involves challenging limiting beliefs, seeking new perspectives, and recognizing that the power to change one's circumstances often begins with freeing the mind from its self-imposed constraints and looking beyond the immediate circle of fear. Section 5. A confluence of challenges. The Five of Pentacles under multiple shadows. When the Five of Pentacles is viewed through the combined lens of the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, the narrative of hardship becomes remarkably intricate and multi-layered. The core feeling of lack and isolation from the Five of Pentacles is now understood not as a simple misfortune, but as a complex situation shaped by difficult choices, potential deception, and significant mental restriction. Each clarifier adds a specific nuance, painting a fuller picture of why this period of being out in the cold is occurring and what maintains it. It's a convergence of internal and external pressures, creating a potent challenge. The Lovers suggest that at the heart of this hardship lie crucial decisions, possibly regarding relationships or core values that are either being avoided or whose consequences are creating strain. This choice aspect is further complicated by the Seven of Swords, which introduces an element of stealth or dishonesty. Perhaps the choice involves someone who is not trustworthy, or perhaps the individual themselves is tempted to take a less than honorable path to escape the hardship, or is avoiding a direct confrontation. This deceit, whether internal or external, muddies the waters, making clear, value-aligned decisions even more difficult to achieve. Layered on top of this is the Eight of Swords, representing a state of mental paralysis or self-imposed limitation. Even if opportunities for better choices, the Lovers, or the need to confront deceit, Seven of Swords, become apparent, the mental state described by the Eight of Swords can prevent action. The individual may feel so trapped by their own thoughts and fears that they cannot see a way forward, or they convince themselves that any effort is futile. This creates a powerful feedback loop. The hardship feels overwhelming because of mental blocks, which in turn are exacerbated by difficult choices and the presence of untruthfulness. Therefore, understanding the Five of Pentacles in this context requires acknowledging all these intertwined influences. The path out of this challenging period involves more than just seeking material aid. It demands a courageous examination of one's choices and relationships, the Lovers, a willingness to confront and deal with any deception or avoidance, Seven of Swords, and a conscious effort to break free from limiting beliefs and mental restrictions, Eight of Swords. Addressing these interconnected issues holistically is key to moving from the cold periphery of the Five of Pentacles towards warmth, clarity, and genuine support. Section 6. A Glimmer of Hope. The Page of Pentacles emerges. Following the challenging landscape painted by the Five of Pentacles and its initial clarifiers, the appearance of the Page of Pentacles signals a distinct shift in energy, introducing a glimmer of hope and the potential for new beginnings. The Page of Pentacles is often depicted as a young person carefully examining a single pentacle, symbolizing a nascent opportunity, a new practical idea, or the start of a tangible endeavor. This card represents the initial spark of manifestation, focus on the material world, with a sense of curiosity and dedication. It suggests that despite previous hardships, a chance for something new and grounded is presenting itself. The Page of Pentacles encourages a mindset of learning, diligence, and attentiveness to detail. It is about laying the groundwork for future security and prosperity. After a period of lack, this page brings the message that it is time to focus on tangible steps, however small, towards rebuilding or creating something of value. This could be a new job opportunity, a chance to learn a new skill, an idea for a business, or simply a renewed focus on managing one's resources more effectively. The page reminds us that all great achievements begin with a single, focused step. This card often signifies a student-like approach to life, an eagerness to acquire knowledge or skills related to the practical realm. It calls for a down-to-earth attitude, patience, and a willingness to put in the effort required to nurture a new potential. The Page of Pentacles is not about instant gratification. but about the careful cultivation of resources and opportunities. It is a message to be open to new information, to study, and to apply oneself with commitment. This energy provides a constructive outlet after the feelings of helplessness or confusion that might have accompanied the earlier cards. Therefore, the emergence of the Page of Pentacles offers a welcome change of pace and perspective. It suggests that the universe is presenting a tangible opportunity for growth and improvement. This card encourages embracing this new potential with enthusiasm and a practical mindset. While the journey ahead may still require effort and dedication, the page signifies that a concrete path towards better circumstances is opening up. It is an invitation to plant new seeds, to focus on the present task with care, and to believe in the potential for these small beginnings to blossom into something substantial and rewarding. Section 7. Wishes and Aspirations. The Nine of Cups, guiding the Page of Pentacles. When the Nine of Cups appears to clarify the Page of Pentacles, it infuses the page's nascent potential with a powerful current of emotional fulfillment and the attainment of deeply held wishes. The Nine of Cups is famously known as the Wish card, often depicting a contented figure with 9 cups arranged behind them, symbolizing satisfaction, joy, and desires coming to fruition. Its connection to the Page of Pentacles suggests that the new opportunity or practical endeavor signified by the page is directly aligned with a heartfelt aspiration or a long-held dream. This is not just any new beginning, it is one that promises deep personal contentment. This combination indicates that the motivation behind the page's efforts is fueled by a genuine desire for happiness and emotional well-being. The practical steps being taken, the new skill being learned, or the project being initiated are not merely for material gain but are intrinsically linked to achieving a state of inner joy and satisfaction. The Nine of Cups assures that pursuing this new path, as suggested by the page, has the potential to lead to a profound sense of accomplishment and happiness. It's a sign that one's heart and practical efforts are in harmony, working towards a truly fulfilling outcome. The Nine of Cups encourages the page to dream big and to trust that their efforts will be rewarded with more than just material success. It speaks to the emotional payoff of dedicated work and focused intention. This clarifier suggests that the new beginning heralded by the Page of Pentacles is not just a random chance, but a specific opportunity that resonates deeply with one's inner desires. It's an affirmation that by diligently pursuing this path, one can achieve a level of personal satisfaction that feels like a wish come true. This provides immense encouragement to the page's endeavors. Therefore, the Nine of Cups clarifying the Page of Pentacles paints a very positive picture. It suggests that the new practical venture or learning opportunity is not only grounded and achievable, but also holds the key to significant emotional fulfillment and the realization of cherished wishes. This combination inspires confidence and a joyful approach to the tasks at hand, knowing that the efforts invested are leading towards a state of true contentment and happiness. The page's focus, guided by the promise of the Nine of Cups, becomes a journey towards not just tangible results, but also heartfelt joy. Section 8. Foundations of Abundance. The King of Pentacles supporting the page. When the King of Pentacles appears as a further clarifier for the Page of Pentacles, especially alongside the encouraging Nine of Cups, it introduces themes of mastery, stability, and established success into the page's journey of new beginnings. The King of Pentacles represents the epitome of material achievement, security, and worldly wisdom. He is a figure who has built a prosperous and stable empire through diligence, prudence, and a deep understanding of the material world. His presence suggests that the page's endeavors are not only emotionally fulfilling, but also have the potential to lead to significant, lasting success and financial security. This king offers a model of what the page can aspire to become. He signifies that the path the page is embarking upon, if pursued with the king's qualities of responsibility, reliability, and sound judgment, can culminate in tangible wealth and a position of authority and respect. The King of Pentacles can also represent a mentor figure, someone established and successful, who might offer guidance, support, or resources to the page. This could be a boss, an investor, or simply an experienced individual whose advice proves invaluable in navigating the new venture. The King of Pentacles also emphasizes the importance of long-term planning and building solid foundations. While the page is focused on the initial steps and learning, the King reminds us of the bigger picture, the creation of enduring value and security. His energy encourages the page to think strategically, to manage resources wisely, and to cultivate a mindset of abundance and responsible stewardship. This king doesn't just represent wealth, he represents the wisdom to maintain and grow it for the benefit of oneself and others. This provides a powerful goal for the page's efforts. Therefore, the King of Pentacles clarifying the Page of Pentacles, especially with the Nine of Cups already present, signifies a powerful trajectory towards both emotional fulfillment and substantial, stable success. It indicates that the page's new path is well supported and has a high potential for leading to a position of mastery and abundance. This combination encourages the page to embrace their potential with confidence, to learn from those who have already achieved success, and to build their future on a foundation of diligence, practicality, and a vision for long-term prosperity and security. Section 9, Igniting Action and Building Together, the Knight of Wands and Three of Pentacles. Finally, the appearance of the Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles offers a dynamic conclusion, emphasizing the themes of ambitious action, passionate pursuit, and the crucial role of teamwork in bringing these burgeoning potentials to fruition. The Knight of Wands is a figure of fiery energy, courage, and a drive to pursue goals with enthusiasm and daring. He charges forward, ready to take on challenges and explore new territories. His presence suggests that now is the time for bold action, to move forward with the plans and potentials identified by the Page of Pentacles and supported by the promise of the Nine of Cups and King of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands signifies a period of heightened activity and a willingness to embrace adventure. He encourages taking initiative and not shying away from the effort required to make things happen. This knight injects a sense of urgency and excitement, pushing past any lingering hesitation that might have been present from earlier challenges like the 5 or 8 of Swords. He's about seizing opportunities and channeling one's passion into decisive movement. This card prompts the querent to act on their ambitions, to be bold, and to trust their instincts as they pursue their goals. Complementing this fiery, individualistic energy is the Three of Pentacles, a card of collaboration, skilled craftsmanship, and the recognition of one's abilities through teamwork. This card often depicts individuals working together on a project, typically in the construction of a cathedral, highlighting the importance of shared expertise and collaborative effort. It suggests that while the Knight of Wands provides the drive, the Three of Pentacles provides the framework for applying that drive effectively within a team or by pooling resources and talents. Success is achieved not in isolation, but through working skillfully with others. Therefore, the combination of the Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles provides a powerful call to action and collaboration. It urges the individual to harness their ambition and passion, and to channel it into productive, collaborative endeavors where their skills can be recognized and utilized effectively. This pairing suggests that the path forward involves both courageous, independent action and the wisdom to work with others, combining individual talents to create something of lasting value. It's about moving forward with gusto while also appreciating the power of teamwork in manifesting the dreams and the potentials that have emerged.